Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand final of the Hogs of War League Season 3 between Niclas and Iron Fox. Today I'm joined by FabTheZen.
Hello guys, super excited for this grand finale. It's gonna be one hell of a fight, I'm sure.
So as you can notice, Niclas opting for the light blue, the Ankle Ham Hogs, since the two players are used both to play in grey, and they told us that when they train, usually Niclas goes for the Ankle Ham Hogs. So I would have betted on a change from Iron Fox since he was on port 2 tonight, but the guys figured it out. It was better like this.
Yeah, indeed, very gentlemanly from Niclas. But do you want me to give them some news, like some info about the game, or do you have something planned already?
We have actually something planned already. ADB did manage to scrap a quick resume, a quick recap of the history of the game of the two players that we are gonna watch right now, and we will be right back. And we are back. We are starting today with... I don't remember the map actually. Fab,
Pigs
help me.
in
Space.
Exactly.
Alright. And we have Niclas going on with the couple, Medic Grenadier,
Boom.
Scout Engineer and Paratrooper. And Iron Fox opting only for the Grenadier, double Engineer, Scout and a Paratrooper.
Wait, give me a second. I have I see that my notes say that Iron Fox is starting with Medic Engineer, so that might be a slight issue with the lineup. So, okay, sorry about that. A little bit of a miscommunication, I suppose, but the guys are ready. So,
right. So the lineup was corrected. Am I right?
The lineup was corrected, and Fox is bringing actually Medic, Para, Engineer, Sniper.
All right. So we will see who begins. Who will be the one giving the kick off to this final episode of Season 3?
Oh yeah.
It
seems to be Fox.
The player from Finland.
Which can be quite important in Pigs in Space. I'm not sure about that. What do you think, AxBy?
I mean, it's a flat-ish map, so being there, the two medics, MoMA is 100% guaranteed.
No, that's true.
And we have like the 1-3-5-2-4 pattern with the spawns. So the first, third, and fifth pig are gonna spawn in one side of the map, and on the other side is gonna be the second and the fourth, like we have in Hedge Maze, for example.
Indeed, indeed.
So I asked for some prediction from chat. I can see a 3-2 to Niclas, and then a 3-1 for Fox, 3-2 for Fox. So everybody kind of agrees that it's gonna be a really close match. We do expect to go to at least a map 4 or 5, and yeah, I see chat pretty much split. And of course, the Museum of Modern Art, also known as the MoMA.
AxBy, what do you think about the Popa, says Angurio?
What do I think about the
Popa.
Mopa?
P-O-P-A, Popa.
Popa? Yeah, I mean, my opinion is that Pin got a little bit crazy with these acronyms. But I do like,
I like it.
you know, four letters instead of a full sentence.
Okay, yeah. We were joking about the Popa being very close to Papa, and
Yeah, I know. I can't stress how much I love Papa Pin as his new nickname.
Yeah. And we have seen a pretty important cluster from Niclas, of course, as we are now used to see. And interesting rotation of pigs. So Fox goes in the main island, let's call it that way, and Niclas comes over here. So, and now Fox is going back into the smallest island. Oh, will he try a OOB kill? We've seen Fox kinda do that often lately. It's kind of like his ace in the sleeve.
Yeah, Iron Fox going really strong, especially in this final bit of the season. Started a little bit more low.
Hold on, what is happening?
Niclas,
maybe I have to
stopping
go.
the game. Yeah.
Let me be right back. Very quick.
Okay.
Okay, this was a new one. So apparently the turns were instant. Like the guys were having some kind of like ghost input. So the turn would just start without them having any time before the turn starts.
Okay.
It's a very small issue, but can be quite crucial, especially in a final. We don't want any of those problems. So looks like it's fixed now.
Yeah, we have seen the the software that we use like anti-micro and stuff that usually
a little bit of behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean everybody saw every program and your desktop too, so
I mean, I don't have anything to hide. I hope it's okay for you guys to see a little bit of magic dissolve. I'm sorry about that. We're not playing a real PS1. Oh no.
Of course, it wouldn't be possible being us scattered around the world, especially in Europe, but we have a nice and cozy community. You know, special mention to Herpderp, playing from the USA, and I don't know how he does it, but he usually adapts to all our times and everything. He's 8 hours behind, if I'm not mistaken, so...
Oh, you're talking about Herpderp? Sorry, I got a little distracted.
I was talking about Herpderp, yeah.
Yeah, something like between 6 and 8, I don't remember fully, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day we will have a in-person final of the Hogs of War League. Who knows?
Indeed.
Live final of the Hogs of War League. Season 6.
Wait, what are the guys talking about? Did you guys see something weird on my screen? Or is Revan just like trolling? I mean,
Revan is kind of trolling anyway.
Okay, so he didn't see my actual anti-pattern in the game. Dang it. I was hoping for you guys to see that fantastic piece of software. Anyway.
So yeah, let's jump back into the game. What do you think?
Yeah, sorry, the comments are just like the best part. But yeah, let's focus on the game. Thank you, AxBy, for calling me back to professionalism here. Alright.
Take us away.
So, Fox is dishing out some more poison here. I think, well, let me see. Does Fox have, no, only one sniper. But, Niclas also has. Oh, look at that! Look at that beefy lineup. You couldn't resist such a row of poison. Kind of a death throw here. What is happening?
Yeah, I mean, the game as usual is getting attracted to the position of the medic of the person of going second. So
Oh yeah.
we are basically playing around the spawn point of Niclas medic. And yeah, I mean, Pigs in Space usually offers like a triple inline spawn, so
That is true. Yeah.
it is a breeding ground for, and this is a crucial one health that gains Niclas a turn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Technically, I mean, it has just happened right when it needed to be because Niclas could have easily jumped on that head, but.
Now we're rolling on
So
some
far.
neat stats.
Neat stats? What do you mean?
You will see it on stream if you're watching it stream.
I mean, sadly, I wasn't able to start it on my PC, so I'm gonna
Okay,
have
don't
to
worry.
check.
So basically, ADB prepared for us some general stats for the players that are gonna be shown during the game.
That is very cool.
So I'm gonna tell you, Iron Fox is actually at 16 wins, 1 draw, and 8 loss, for a total of 37 wins round, 1 draw, and 29 losses. So
Oh. I see. It's a very strong win to loss ratio there.
yeah, and of course Niclas being in his first season and having reached the final in rank up earlier this year, just against Iron Fox again.
Oh yeah.
He has also some really strong statistics on his side. And actually, I'm gonna show now the statistics for Pigs in Space.
Oh, okay.
So Iron Fox coming in with a total of 2 wins against me, sadly. Ugh.
Oh no.
Back in the days of season 1. And
Wow,
0 losses, so
apologies.
Fox never losing on Pigs in Space yet.
Interesting.
And
Considering such
we
a
have-
quote-unquote plain map.
And we have also statistics for Niclas winning twice on Pigs in Space, one against Ponty and one against Jax.
Pretty much a mirror here. Interesting.
Yeah, so today someone will walk with a 3rd win, and someone will walk with his first loss on this map, or a draw.
Oh yeah. Oh, if it's a draw, it's gonna be hilarious. But yeah.
So yeah, Iron Fox was going first. Am I right?
Yes, Fox starts.
So despite Fox going first, we see 5 healthy pigs from Niclas against 3 from Iron Fox now.
Oh. Yeah, seems like Niclas is even with the beefy poison from Fox. Seems like Niclas still has the numbers on his favor as far as HP goes, but he does have a poisoned medic and ooh.
Well, it is a 5v4 now, and it's still...
Yeah.
it is a 5v4, and the only pig missing, it's the medic from the team in grey, so still everything is open.
Yeah, quite open. Will this explosion damage? Never mind, stays almost in place. But you could go to the medic, but pretty handbook move from Fox.
And of course, I'm gonna join chat in wishing a happy birthday to ADB95.
Oh my god.
No, we are just kidding. It was during one of the first set of quarterfinals.
Exactly. I think it was the first day of the quarters.
So yeah, with everything going on in the background and the controls and everything, we kind of lost a little bit the track of the game. Seems like Niclas is in a bit of an advantage, but you know, we are playing probably at the highest level for right now, so you don't know. This is gonna probably be a skip turn, and I believe that the medic from Niclas will be next. So this is probably a key turn for Iron Fox if this happens.
Yeah, and he still has a bazooka to shoot. Probably go on the engineer, yeah.
Probably gonna go for a body block on the engineer. There's a scout there.
Oh, okay.
Never
okay.
forget the cheeky scout.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit of an overshot.
Very hard with that inclination of the hill.
Didn't go for a straight-on bazooka, and it was not the turn for the medic. So now...
Oh, huge. Then, yeah. I was gonna say...
we won't have the skip turn, but Niclas is going to use his last jetpack just to prevent it.
Oh, so I think Packets, for example, is asking what maps are gonna be played. Should we give them a rundown of the maps?
Yeah, sure.
Just the first... So the maps are gonna be Pigs in Space, P-Drag, Pitch Invasion, Well, and Frostfight. You know, whether or not the last two will be played, well, it's gonna be seen. But that's the rundown of the maps. And yeah, apparently Anguria wants us to say happy birthday to his mom. Yeah, so happy birthday Anguria's mom. Because everyone was like saying happy birthday to ADB. Very important things.
Happy birthday, Mom Gurio.
Mom Gurio. Alright. So it seems to be that Niclas is just basically racking up kills over here. The game is very bunched up, you know, there is not much environment, like you can't use the environment more than that.
Yeah, it looks, this is like the kind of game that I would define more as a brawl, you know?
A brawl,
where, yeah, where everybody is just bunched up in a corner and just makes his best to make as much damage as possible. Someone plants a TNT in nose of another pig. The other one is just smashing a jetpack in the face of everyone. It's just a brawl, just in that corner.
Yeah. Almost like a fighting game of sorts. You just have to dish out the big damage, and that's it.
Mortal Hoggers.
I like that name. Oh yeah, ADB says still kind of open according to the bar. That is true, the HP difference is not that huge, although it's just, you know, when we see the numbers, like the number of pigs alive, it looks like, oh, but this is gonna be very important.
Looks like we could have a double skip. So back to
double skip. Oh, yeah, exactly. And with one death of the pig, the whole moon house blew up. One hit. So.
Yeah, 115 versus 100, and I don't remember how much Scout is. And yeah, this is it.
Oh no!
Oh, Fox kind of checks a bit on the shrapnel. Maybe the boots actually helped to confuse the opponent there.
Could be.
Because the shrapnel was definitely a little bit lower. So.
True.
This might be it. Just T-pose on the boots and it will solve your problems.
Yeah, although now it's Fox's turn to shrapnel. Yeah, I'm using it as a verb. Oh, never mind.
He's gonna shrapnel and body block.
Yeah.
If he hits this 70, it's kind of bad.
Oh!
It bounces on the rest of the spaceship. We're gonna call it spaceship.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of seals it.
Oh. Yeah.
And of course, Niclas is gonna seal it in style.
Ooh.
With a normal 30. But that is just enough to get round 1 and get the first win.
Oh yeah, of course. And then that, you know, that went very fast considering everything else that happened before the game. But yeah, so Niclas takes the first game of this match, and we're gonna go on P-Drag next.
We'll be back very, very soon.
Welcome back, everybody, to round 2. You are now joined by myself and KB in the commentary box.
Good evening, guys.
And we are moving on to the silent but deadly P-Drag here. The big advantage, of course, now goes to Niclas after winning that first round, going with the Med Sapper Scout, Gunner, and another Scout. Meanwhile, Iron Fox going with the Med Grenadier triple Scout lineup, which we had to see at some point, I think, from Iron Fox of all people.
Yeah, he's been trying to pioneer this lineup for a little while, and I guess he's giving it another go. But on P-Drag, it's quite an appropriate map for it, I think, because you have these big flat areas where you can get lots of doubles and triples if you angle up nicely. So, yeah, let's see if this one's going to work out for him again.
Yeah, it's a Scout Main's paradise. And, yeah, as I said, Niclas has the advantage now because he will be going first. So whether or not he'll have the time to collect a crate or two and jump into one of the tanks, or just go for the Tranquilizer, because if he can neutralize the medic and then use one of the sappers, I guess, to pinch an airburst or two. I don't know. I honestly don't know what his strategy will be. He's going for the health crate for a start. He was looking at where the Grenadier is, but I suspect he's going to go for a tank I don't know. No, that seems... Yeah, gonna go for the Moma. Okay, playing it safe. I was like, is he looking for something else? Is something different to the usual meta we see on this map? But yeah, nah, Moma's coming out.
Yeah, that is the beauty of P-Drag, though, is it's one of those maps where you get all kinds of different strategies coming out. But in this case, yeah, just the standard medic on medic at the start.
Yeah, but it will be a strong start because he can also then go ahead and collect the extra health from that side. And I'm hoping to see some big airburst plays, probably on the Grenadier. But the Gren is on the other side of the map now, so if he is going to go for it, he's got to get his tank a move in, or at least get it to a fair distance.
Yeah, you have to get it lined up nicely as well. The angles can be a little bit tricky on this map sometimes, but can he get a good airburst away?
I don't know, he's got a good position, a good defensive position, ironically, for Fox, but that's a good hit. Bit short! No!
Oh, no!
Only destroys the wall.
Good lord, every single shot absorbed by the wall. That is such a waste. And if that wall wasn't there, that would have been beautiful, but, damn.
So I feel a little bit of nerves kicking in for Niclas, potentially. I mean, he had that strong start collecting both health crates, but sadly was not to be. And interestingly, KB, this is the first time that you and me are commentating on a match together. We have not commentated throughout the entire season together.
No, we haven't. Yeah, we've done quite a good mix of matches separately, but yeah, not together. Well, it's nice to commentate with you at last, Pinstripe. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's nice to have everybody using their voices tonight and getting the whole team rallied around. And once again, a big thank you for everyone who waited patiently for us to get things started.
Yeah, and a big thank you to everyone who stuck with us through the league from the start, because, man, it's been quite a journey. We're finally there. I think we're all hungry for a winner. A bit of fatigue starts to set in at this stage, not just for the players, but for the viewers as well. Not in a bad way, necessarily. It's more like climbing a mountain. Your legs get tired towards the top, but there's still a beautiful view up there waiting for you. So, yeah, finally going to reach the conclusion. And a lovely airburst there.
Yeah, speaking of lovely views, that's a lovely airburst.
Very nicely done.
Apparently the calm of me adds to the tension of the final. Well, you know, it's still early days, still early doors, and Niclas may have the lead, but Fox has 3 scouts, which, as we saw from the previous matches, can be tricky to keep an eye on. Niclas is one of the best players, I think, for keeping track of numbers, and Fox is not too far behind, but I don't want to call who the favourite is. I mean, we did a poll earlier this afternoon, and I think the favourite from the public's perspective, from the viewer's perspective, is Niclas. But Fox has just been the dark horse throughout this entire league. And I mentioned it last night in the previous semi-final, but he was dead and buried at one point and just kind of came back from the dead in Group A, made it through to the playoffs by the skin of his teeth, and has just destroyed everyone else in the process.
Wait a minute, Pin. Are we going to see a Drake ahead? Oh my god, we are.
But has he got the splash damage? No, he's still on 1 health. Oh.
What a fascinating use of the mortar right there. Extremely unconventional. Leaves the Krem with just 1 health. That was incredible.
Did he take any damage from that? I think he was safe.
I think he was. Man, what a technique. Flabbergasted at that one, I'm afraid, guys. Wow.
Mental. 90 maybe, says Reverend. I think that was just a 50, but just for now. But Fox is pouring all of his energy into both poisoning and damaging the orderly, which is a good maneuver. But at the same time, I mean, Fox technically has the lineup advantage. We've swapped around since round 1. Niclas starting with his Med Grenadier. Now in round 2, it is Fox going with the Med and then Gren. So don't forget, you can only use them once in this best of 5 format. So both of them trying to use them wisely. But yet again, we see more grouping up. But I guess this is a worse map for it compared to Pigs in Space because, like you said, KB, everything is so flat and just perfect for scouts as we get the double poison.
Yeah, as we see there, a perfect demonstration of how easy it is to get some nice doubles on this. Yeah, poison's going to start getting really nasty and deadly soon, I think.
And it's getting a bit, not disorientating, but the body blocks are coming in, the grouping up is happening, and the scouts are just everywhere. It's terrifying.
Yeah, the pace is moving very quickly as well, both players being very decisive.
Yeah, and Fox, again, remaining very, what's the word? Consistent, I suppose, with his damage. I was going to say, just very determined. He doesn't have tunnel vision, because you can see exactly what he's trying to do, get the meds held down as soon as possible, and try and get that skip turn and get the advantage.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's worth mentioning, it's one of Fox's major strengths, I think, is how decisive he can be with his turns. He will always do something, even if it's not the most spectacular move, he will always do, you know, something every turn. Some decent damage, something solid at least.
Yeah, I think Niclas would have wanted to go and get that head jump on the Grenadier, but there was only enough time to get a heal onto the Gunner up to 57. Does get back in time to hit the Trank for the skip turn, and now needs to deal with the Grenadier because Fox will pounce on the opportunity to take him out, but not the strongest position again in the tank either, because you've got to now maneuver the tank over there, jump out, jump on the head, jump back in. There is plenty of time, but it is a little bit awkward, and slipping through the map as well. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, the random little water splash you get occasionally. Well, he gets time to get the head jump. Does he get back in the tank? Yes, he does. Time for a decent shot.
I think he should be comfortable on this one. Niclas looking to hit one of the scouts. And that's a little too far, yeah, but still decent 30.
Yeah, nicely managed in the end for what turned out to be quite a hectic turn, and crucially takes out that Grenadier. So now on to one of Iron Fox's many scouts.
He's thinking about the snipe, I think, thinking about that 40 to get the skip turn, but seeing as he's got so many other scouts to take their turn next, he can look elsewhere to do something else beforehand. And I guess I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. Going for the poison on the gunner, I suppose, because he's, like I said, going to take out that orderly within the next 2 turns, so it doesn't have to worry about losing the poison.
Yeah, just taking a bit of time to get into a good position beforehand, but yeah, just gets the standard single poison away.
Yeah, but the fact that Niclas has both tanks, he can sit comfortably, and I guess from Iron Fox's standpoint, not having his Gren now and having to rely on the scouts to deal the damage onto those tanks, it's going to take 4 turns to deal the necessary damage to take out both tanks.
Yeah, I must say this is very well played from Niclas strategically, knowing that Fox has only got 3 spies. They're not the best against armoured vehicles. The sappers are obviously the best with their shrapnel grenades. Fox not having that firepower means that Niclas takes a big advantage there.
Yeah, he could really use a sapper right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Throw away a shrapnel and delete one of those tanks in one go, but nope, it's going to be much harder work. So yeah, strategically great there from Niclas.
Yeah, he's trying to body block the tank by standing on it, because of course if you try and maneuver the tank with a pig on top, there's a chance that you will bump into them, which will end the turn and damage them by 20. So there's potential for that, but there's also the potential that the pig will just stay in midair. It does happen, but it is tricky just in terms of maneuvering. So we'll see. But Niclas has been very strong with his shots so far. We saw that point-blank mortar dealing with 50 and no damage to his own gunner, and then that point-blank bazooka with the tank just then. And now we see a point-blank mortar yet again, and that's going to be another 50.
Oh my lord!
No, he didn't! The full 110!
Holy jumping Christmas trees! I tell you what, Niclas has got to be one of the best with mortars at close range these days. He seems to have those shots nailed, and that's a perfect demonstration. Good lord.
I am gobsmacked. I was complimenting all of his previous hits, and then he pulls that one off. We joked about it in the practice game that you know, the shrapnels, 110 shrapnels were being hit, and it's like, no, those will never be hit in game. And then we see that from the mortar, just destructive.
And you know the worst thing about a shot like that is it's really bad for your morale if you're on the receiving end, I find.
Yeah.
Something like that happens, you get that much health deleted in one go, and you're sort of half tempted to throw your hands up already, because how do you come back from something like that? Something so flashy as well as so damaging.
It's spectacularly terrifying, I think.
Good way of putting it, and the health bars up there starting to show the advantage too.
Yeah. So Fox has one of his scouts basically deleted from the game, and I think now he needs to look to get that sniper shot onto the orderly, to get that skip turn at least, to try and patch up this retreat in a way, because again, that gunner is really doing the damage, even though he's only on 32 health, and Fox hasn't had a healthy relationship with sniping this season, but I think as he's progressed through these matches into the playoffs, he has improved, and they have remained consistent, but of course, I don't want to jinx anything too soon.
Yeah, one of those tricky things with Fox. It's always worth just reminding people he does play with some rather high ping and a little bit of, worse input delay than perhaps some of the other players do, but he always compensates very well. Much like Herb, another really strong player who suffers just a little bit from connection troubles, but just one of those things with our slightly shonky setup for Hogs of War.
Very true. Nothing too complicated here for Iron Fox. Just needs to roll it along to gain another turn on the gunner, who I think will perish. No, okay, so Niclas does have a chance to remove said skip turn. And yeah, like you were saying, I do have to commend the majority of players that have played with high ping throughout this league. But when you watch their games, in 90% of them, it honestly doesn't feel as though they're battling against such crazy ping, because they play so well.
Yeah, that's the thing, you really can't tell half the time. Such is the level of skill of the guys these days. Niclas there getting the two necessary jumps away, but what can he do damage-wise with just a few seconds left? We're going to see a big shrapnel or another damp squib?
I'm going to go at least 50 here.
Yeah, I'm going to say 50. And whoa!
I'm not sure what that was.
It was certainly an amount of damage. Exactly what, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Guess we'll find out. He gets a kill! Alright. Just deletes the med. Fair enough.
Crikey.
So it's now a... Is it a 2v2? Is that right? I think, 2v2.
I think so, yeah.
But that scout is on 49, so again, Fox has another opportunity to get that skip turn. But the sapper on 160 health, it's still close to too close to tell, because that is the perfect pig to destroy those tanks.
Yeah, and he's got rather a scary amount of health. I also like the fact that Fox, even in the tank, is going for his trademark flat angle shot. See if this one works, and it does.
And just acing it. It's just too easy for him.
He really has perfected that technique, one that I find way too spooky. It's just you never know quite where it's going to go. Fox seemingly does. He really has got that one nailed.
Yeah, both of these players are just aces at it, and there we go. There is the magical floating scout.
So the risk in it paid off.
Yeah, it certainly did. So he can remain with that armor. He will lose a turn, but as it's a 3v2, he does have the pig advantage and the health advantage as well. So Fox needs to get some kind of extra poisoning onto the sapper at least. He is going to, I think, maintain the tank block, or maybe, just try and remain on top. Because, you want to place yourself just in front, so you put all the pressure onto your opponent, trying not to drive forward, basically. I think if Niclas can continue to cycle backwards, he should be fine in the tank. But there goes the skip, and it's back to Fox, and it is now a 2v2. Sorry, it was a 3v2. But
yeah, quite right. It's always a little hard to keep track when you've got so many spies on the battlefield, but yeah.
Yeah, the friggin' scout inside the tank got me. But he's in there. We got to remember he's in there.
So Niclas definitely pulling ahead, but what can Fox really do here? He has got quite a mountain to climb now.
Yeah, but I think if he just maintains the consistent damage onto the sapper, maybe nudge him towards the minefield if possible. Again, going with a low angle, but it's the perfect map for it. Yeah, that's 2 out of 2 acing it. We've seen some great heavy weapon shots in this match so far.
We have indeed. Still very consistent there from Fox. One thing, just a side note as well, I think one of the big sad things about this league, there's been a severe lack of P-Drag. I really like this map. It's very varied. It's the only one with tanks, all kinds of different strats. It's really, really nice to have it in the final, I'd say.
Yeah, I love how much it works. When I looked at it originally and built it into what it is now. I didn't think it would do so well, but considering it's so flat, you know, but it's a surprising one. If you can get back into the tank, that'll be very handy.
Oh, I think he just missed it at the last second. Oh, no, wait. Oh, man, nicely aimed.
Well hit. Looks to get the... Oh, there's potential there. I think he will be
Did
fine.
get on it, okay.
He can just keep the block intact. That's fair enough. So he will take down the other tank, which will drop down the high explosive grenade. I'm not sure if Fox is... I mean, I'm sure he knew that was going to happen, but he's just gifted the crate to Niclas in doing so.
Yeah, it's one of those tricky things, isn't it? It's a big drop, but if you can't get it yourself, you're just going to gift it to your opponent every time. So, yeah, this might come back and bite him, but then what else could he do?
Yeah, I think Niclas here will look to damage the tank, but not hit it with the high explosive. I'd honestly just go for a sniper shot onto the tank. Yeah, play it safe.
Absolutely. Force Fox out of there first, try and separate them a bit, and then try and get the high explosive damage. Not waste it on the tank, but try and get it on the pig.
This is where Fox now needs to hit that sapper once again with another 40, because if he can drop him down to 55, that's going to be a magic number, but instead... I'm not sure. He's looking to poison, but that's going to gift the sapper the armor. I know it's only 40, but it still protects you a little bit.
Yeah, this is... I mean, it does gift you the armor, although it's a solid 40 damage when it does blow up, if that's Fox's plan. Like, sort of lure him into the tank and then just fire a simple sniper for a decent 40 damage on the explosion, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess the body block is not a bad call, because he's baiting the sapper to deal more damage with the TNT or what have you, but either way, he's got the armor, and part of me just wants him to like nudge him towards the minefield, but that's the crazy person in me. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. He's looking to skip his turn because he doesn't want to lose that health, and he can just leave it to the scout to deal the damage instead.
Yeah, it's starting to get very awkward, this one.
Yeah, Fox looking to run away. Not really sure where he's gonna go. He's looking for just a better position. And that scout, I think even if he takes damage here, he's still going to be healthy enough to run around. He's going to hide. Okay, so he's really banking on the poison. Oh, and he's disappeared, of course, yeah, because crates...
Oh, yeah!
It is the true hide. Oh, but Niclas can just say, screw you, I'm going to heal myself, so...
This is turning out really, really bizarre.
But those medical tents could come in handy, because now Fox has to destroy it within the next 2 turns in order to block the heal going through. This is bizarre at the moment. I don't know what to make of it.
What a crazy end to the match, but this is one of those things with P-Drag. It's a crazy map, you get crazy matchup.
Ooh, surprisingly close, but takes no damage. Down to 55. Okay, so we have both pigs poisoned. Niclas has an opportunity to deal some damage. Honestly go for a shrapnel here, just to minimize the damage and plonk it all onto the scout, because he could end it here, honestly. He's done the
well-placed one, he could, certainly.
He's done the 110 with the mortar, so can he get the double crazy effect of a big hit with the mortar and now a big hit with the shrapnel? We'll see.
Let's see, it looks a tiny bit short to me. Yeah, there we go, just a standard 30.
So down to 105 now. It's very much with Fox to bring this one back. He's got to try and get the 5 head jumps. He's frantically trying to get it. Bring him down to 50 and then get the snipe, but it doesn't look like it. But I think he's, again, going to go ahead and hide to get the health drop. So if he does, Niclas really needs to remember where he is on the minimap. Take your final looks now, because he is out of here.
Should be reasonably a bit easy to find in that corner, I would have thought. But even so, that does give a special little advantage to the hide on this map.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and walk along until he finds him.
Yeah, there we go.
The real hide and seek. This is insane. So he's got to, I guess, hit him. Oh, the high explosive.
Oh, God, yeah, of course.
Forgot it since earlier, but Fox, regardless of the damage here, he will be able to get the skip turn. And that's a perfect hit. Down to 65 now. So, He's got to get the snipe on this guy, because he's on 45 health now. And leave Niclas with the 5 head jumps. But then again, I don't know, Niclas could just easily get the kill with the shrapnel, potentially. Nudges the pig to the side. What is going on?
Oh, man.
45 and 65 health, respectively, for Niclas's 2 pigs. Fox's pig is now invisible completely with 65 health and not poisoned. Ay.
It's all starting to get a little bit desperate, but at the same time, it's very tense. I mean, Fox is Fox. He's a bit of a clutch player. He could pull something out of the bag, but resorting to sort of sorcery instead.
Yeah, like Reverend said, he didn't need those 5 head jumps. It is possible for both players to win this one, but maybe he's banking on just not dealing any damage here. Gets the good side and gets the 20. That is a beautiful hit. Hyde says, I'm out of here, because he can't do anything, but that's going to be a skip turn now. As long as he can get the snipe. He's trying to drop. He's using all the time available to get some early work done, because he's going to probably look to do the same thing on this guy after gaining the skip. But just needs to get the snipe away to finish this one off. It's still going to come down to the wire though, because Fox needs to get a whole bunch of head jumps, and if he can do it correctly, he will bring this up to 1-1.
Absolutely, it's another one of Fox's great sort of advantages with his playstyle. He always manages to keep a nice cool head, so let's see if he can do it for these last crucial turns.
Yeah, but oh god, that pig's going to have 10 health when he takes his turn. So yeah, Fox is going to have to get really far away. And in fact, yeah, he's going to go for the tank. Maybe?
Not a bad shout.
No, he's going.
Oh no, just hiding.
Okay, yeah, so he's banking on just having the distance, and I think that's I don't know. I would have gone for the damage and kind of baited him to try and maneuver towards my pig with 30 seconds and 10 health, you know?
Yeah.
Because now, yeah, he can easily just use this armor, and that creates even more work for Fox.
I'm not sure that was the right move. This is starting to get really quite spooky now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to use it as a...
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh. So he was looking to get the extra damage from the tank with the TNT, but just couldn't get it.
Oh man, if that had worked, using the tank as a bomb.
That is game. As long as he hits this, he needs to ace it. Oh,
This has been crazy enough. Can we just get a clean hit? Yes, we do.
there it is.
Wow.
So Fox, my goodness, takes round 2. Even though he went second, he did have the stronger lineup. By the skin of his teeth, manages to pull off the victory, which means we go to a comfortable round 3 on Pitch Invasion, of all places. Coming
That
up
was
next.
speechless. That was an amazing finish.
Yeah, final
Lovely to
words,
see,
man.
Pedro.
That's crazy.
What is up, everybody? It's ADB95, and I'm joined by KB for Game 3.
Let's go.
So, after that crazy, absolutely mind-blowing P-Drag, it stays one of my favorite maps. We are about to go on... I forgot the name.
Pitch Invasion.
Sorry, yeah. One of my least favorite maps. Cool.
Same here, same here.
Not because of anything, but because I always lose at it. And the score is now 1-1, which is interesting because now Fox will go first again, and that's a huge opportunity for him.
It is indeed. If you start with the medic, I mean, this is one of the interesting things about the lineups here is that our 2 players, in fact, have exactly the same lineup. And with Fox going first, he can straight away tranquilize the opposing medic, get his paratrooper out, fly up, and grab the 2 airburst crates, giving himself a huge firepower advantage right away.
Oh yeah, so this is a mirror match. They're both going with medic, double paratrooper, sapper, and scout. Yeah, like Pitch Invasion is affected a lot by the first turn advantage if the 2 lineups are similar. I remember that one specific game in the group stage, which was Castor versus Jax. They had the same lineup. That was game 3. And they had the same lineups, and Jax basically couldn't do anything because Castor went first. It was just the game I remember the most about the first player problem, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky map for that sort of thing. I almost feel like you've got to come up with something really unconventional to break the sort of typical meta for this map. But I think we're just going to see the standard medic on medic to kick off.
Took us.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I just want to say that KB, like the chat really loved your comment. Holy jumping Christmas tree. It's a chat favorite.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
can see
looking
you got
at
that.
it.
Thank you very much, guys. I picked that one up at school years and years ago, and I still bring it out
It's
occasionally.
great.
Not on purpose. It's just one of those phrases.
Hey, Castor is here. In chat, I mean.
Oh, pretty much nothing to comment so far. With Fox going as mentioned as its basically only choice, because one of the things that when MoMA first became a thing is like, yeah, please don't. People were like, please don't do MoMA. Yeah, but if we have both medic going first, that's the only thing you can do, because you can't tranquilize anybody else. The other medic will heal him.
Exactly, it's literally the only move you've got available to you. But here we see the typical start: tranquilize the other medic, get the air bursts, unleash hell.
In
Well,
that
it's a little
order,
bit long,
definitely. Yeah, I think he could have gotten more damage if he let him drop a little bit more.
Yeah, he
Only
could
got
have
a
at least
20.
got some damage from the side, but instead just a 20. Big waste.
It's an interesting way. It is an interesting game because, you know, Fox really doesn't like this map as well. He, let's just say, usually calls it with a B instead of a P at the start.
I'm trying to think of anyone that likes this map all that much.
That's true. But this is one of the maps that had a very big change in the recent update from Pin. Of course, that's still a test game file, so we will see if it can be implemented. I am honestly hoping that we can test a lot of new maps for Grunt League 2023 already, because I think the biggest problem of this year's Hogs War League was the fact that so many maps got broken, either by Niclas's skips or by some of the out-of-bounds kills, instant out-of-bounds kills, or just some tricks that made the initial spawns a big factor.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an odd one for the maps, and worth noting there as well, Fox just falling off the edge and missing his turn. Don't know if that was on purpose or not, I'm guessing probably not, but yeah, a little bit clumsy there, and only for 10 health.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I will say this is the first time in a long time that I see all the crates collected on Pitch Invasion. It's had a bit of a trend to like health crates staying up sometimes.
That was a really scary jetpack from Niclas there. I thought he might have hit himself, but gets away with it and gets away.
Yeah, and I was
most
very
super as
close. I
well.
was looking at it as well.
Yeah, very lucky there. Yeah, it's hard to know what to be said about this map, really, because the airbursts and the health crates add, you know, a little bit of spice to it. But other than that, it's basically very flat. There's no water, no environmental hazards, really. It's... yeah.
And the airburst really plays more of a part than you would imagine here, because being there's... like, if you hit the target, you're basically guaranteed to get at least a 50 out of it. If not even more. So it's really a very good weapon in this map.
Yeah, definitely. It's your only real means of beefing up your arsenal, especially since you can't take advantage of environmental damage, anything like that. So, yeah, super important weapon. Niclas making better use of it so far.
Yeah, we are seeing so far Fox did have the first player advantage, but he's stumbling a little bit on his moves. So that might give a chance for Niclas to come back. And Niclas seems to be very focused about breaking MoMA. But I would honestly... oh wait, he already did. Okay. I would honestly advise to not focus on those two picks too much, because it's still two of yours, now three of yours, very close together, as opposed to only the medic of Fox. And we know Fox, he's gonna try to capitalize on it with poison.
Definitely, yeah. Speaking of which, got some poisons coming in now. Can we see a cheeky double, maybe? Or are we just going to see the single? Could roll around the edge of the bowl maybe here. Oh, and it is... not the right
Nope.
way, though.
Nope.
And actually would have been a big risk to hit his own medic here. So, yeah, just a standard single.
Which is still fine for Fox, because he does have the... Well, I was gonna say the medic advantage, but nope.
And that's the medic down already. Niclas doing some, good prioritising there, I'd say.
So now, Fox's priority is to kill the medic himself. And he's got a very good pig to do that. He can do a ton of damage in this turn if he plays it correctly.
Yeah, some potential huge bunching up here, but he's going to have to be very careful and get these jetpacks just right. Oh, this could be brutal.
Yeah, this could be potentially game-ending.
It could be. But maybe one more jetpack could have knocked them all into this bowl a little bit more, but what can he do with the pigs in this position?
I would have
focusing on the medic, okay.
Yeah, that's a big waste in my opinion. I would have definitely used the other jetpack first of all, and even if you don't kill the medic, just go for the splash. That's 3 pigs that you can damage together. And also, the medic was on 31. He could have died anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Fox would have had time to get that extra jetpack away. Would have been tight, but he could have tried at least one more to knock them all together a little bit. Done that extra 20 on 2 pigs, then fired the airburst right into the fray. But that feels like a big waste to me. You might not get an opportunity for that kind of bunching up again.
I mean, that is what happens when you're playing the final of the Hogs of War League, probably.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
you do not,
very, very
you do not feel like using a jetpack on such a tight time.
Yeah, especially if connection issues are coming into play as well. We're not really sure on that front, but... yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to comment on that, by the connection issues from Fox. For some reason, the only one... Well, not for some reason, because he definitely has the best connection. The only one he can play smoothly at is Niclas. So it's kind of funny that he was probably banking on him getting out so he could play the rest of his games on his best connection. But nope, he's stuck on playing on somebody else because Niclas can't host if he's playing.
Yeah, a bit of a cruel twist of fate there, but there we see the use of the bunching up. Nice big damage from Fox there. Hard to get a feel for quite which way this one's swinging at the moment. I feel like Fox has got a bit of an advantage, but it's still pretty open.
I do see your guys' point in the chat. Like, he is in the final because of doing not crazy and most efficient turns, but secure one, says Revan. But from experience, I can tell you that there's some situations where that is just not enough.
Yeah, it's worth taking a big risk sometimes, but yeah, Fox certainly... It is one of his advantages, I think.
That was
always
a beautiful...
doing something every turn, something productive.
That was a beautiful turn, by the way, by Niclas.
Yeah, very, very good there.
Killed the scout. Well. Killed the scout with a jetpack, then blew his the enemy paratrooper into the dying scout, so he got the extra 20 damage.
Fox taking a little time to make up his mind here. Was sort of vaguely hoping for a big crazy shrapnel, but it seems like he's going for a nice solid TNT instead.
You can see from the graphics that Niclas is this is Niclas' second appearance on Pitch Invasion, and he played it in the group stage of this year with AxBy. And of course, he was able to win it. Of course, all of Niclas' stats are basically only based on 2022, because that's when he joined. Whereas Fox goes all the way back to the first rank up back in 2020. So
yeah, one of those true veteran players, Fox, and a big part of the community. He's definitely one of the most active and one of the most friendly, always welcoming to the new players. So yeah, big valuable asset. But Niclas too, he came in quite recently and he's got very, very involved, been very impressive in the tournaments too. Very deserving players in this final.
Yeah, like Fox, I think the idea of a games night first was casters, and I was very active as well. But then, like, me and Caster got very busy in real life, so Fox basically took over it, and he's almost in every single one now.
Pretty much one of the big games night staples, and that shrapnel there with a nice big 70 has really brought down that rather beefy paratrooper. Really humbled that guy.
Yeah.
So good shot from Niclas there.
There's just so much bunching up happening right now. that I can't even keep up.
Yeah, I feel like Pitch Invasion normally takes place a bit more spread out than this, but this is a very, very bunched up one.
Yeah, I don't know when this happened. Probably when Niclas... Oh my god.
Whoa!
Okay, so...
Wow.
That was 100 damage airburst from Fox after we've seen 110 mortar from Niclas in the previous game.
I'm running out of things to say already. What was that?
And I do want to point out that these situations are kinda RNG based because it happens when the little shells of the weapon do not know where to spawn because maybe the environment is so tight in a way, and they just spawn on the pig. That's why they hit it.
Great bit of technical insight there from ADB, or as Damage Hero just said in the chat, tactical nuke incoming. That kind of sums it up. Bloody hell. These things always happen in the final, don't they, ADB? It's always where you get the most mental shots. In the craziest scenarios.
I mean, I guess last year's final was decided by an airstrike collecting from a blimp when the game was basically done, and 150 shrapnel, back when shrapnels weren't even the meta.
Yeah, I still can't quite get over the final of last year's league. That was just literally, well, and we always joke that Caster has sort of plot armor, and that was the only way that he managed to pull through. You really couldn't have written that kind of scenario. It was absolutely insane.
Absolutely not, yeah. Struggling to see who's in front, mainly because I don't know the health of all the pigs.
Yeah, another one that's been moving very quickly. I feel like, again, Fox may just have the edge, but there's not much in it. Niclas has still got a chance.
I think Niclas would have been an advantage, definitely, without that insane airburst. Because he was exploiting the bunching up a little bit better.
He was definitely, but he can't do much against a nuclear bomb. Oh, just the 50 there from the shrapnel, a little
True.
Disappointing these days, ironically, but not too bad.
Yep, Fox is in front as the bar shows.
And can he pull out more of an advantage with another big shrapnel? He can! Look at that! Very nearly out of bounds.
That was at least a 70, because that's how much health he had. Then he also took the full damage, but at that point it was too late.
Yeah, at least 1 or 2 full damages there. Yeah, that was a big one. Fox is just brute forcing his way through this one.
That is the last pig for Niclas. So that means that it's basically done. There's no way he can...
Not a lot Niclas can do here, really.
Yeah.
Fox with a few freak shots and some really skillful ones just absolutely brutalised his way into the lead.
Fox and Shrapnels with 1100 ping. What a day. I mean, again, not to downplay Fox, which is performing beautifully. Shrapnels are kind of random for me.
Yeah, they are a little bit. The Fox, it's just the way he compensates, though, and he always seems to come up with these crazy shots. And he's not even a fan of this weapon. In fact, I think it was Revan who joked that the power of negativity is Fox's greatest strength. He doesn't like shrapnels, and he does really well with them. He hates Bridge the Gap, and he absolutely mastered that level.
Yeah, I still don't believe that he did not practice it. That just seems impossible to me. He was basically an AI pig in hard mode when he took the mortars in Bridge the Gap. But still.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy.
Definitely the best performance I've ever seen on Bridge the Gap. 100%.
Yep, completely dominant, completely consistent. But yeah, I think it was just, that's one of Fox's great strengths. He hated the map so much, he decided to completely master it, and we saw one of the craziest, most dominant performances we've seen for a long while. Good to see Niclas still fighting on valiantly here, but I think this is going to be wrapped up pretty shortly now.
This is over. And Revan says he was playing Halo Infinite with his bro like 3-4 hours long before final. So, well, if you're saying that he didn't practice, that means it's just luck, which is worse probably. But still, Iron Fox takes game 3 and is 1 round away from the title of champion of Hogs of War League. But Niclas will surely try to fight back. We'll see you guys.
In pretty brutal style as well. Well done to Fox. Well done to Niclas. On to the next game.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting your last commentary.
That's okay, buddy. It's a little tricky.
Yeah, okay. So we will see you guys in game 4, which will be well, and ironically, it could be the last.
And we're back, everyone. Welcome once again to this final of the Hogs of War League. Insane game so far, and I'm gonna be commentating with Pin for this game, which might be the last, might not. We don't know yet. What we know for sure, it's gonna be on well. Pin's favorite map, I'm told, right, Pin? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
They're funny men.
No. So without further ado, Niclas' lineup is gonna be a Grenadier, 2 Paratroopers, and 2 Engineers. And voila, Fox, surprise, is gonna bring the exact same lineup. So Grenadier, 2 Paras, and a lot of echo from Pinstripe side.
Is it?
Yeah, I can hear my own voice. I don't know if it's gonna be a problem for the stream, but maybe I just have to lower my volume a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know. If not, I'll find my my earphones. I'm not sure. Yeah, but it's a big coincidence that both of these players in these last 2 rounds have started with exactly the same lineup. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe
Actually, no, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to say about that. I actually asked about them because I was like, wait, is this correct? It's the second time you have the same lineup. It felt unlikely, but they were like, no, it's correct, because if you think about it, we already know the best lineups because, they knew what you're doing, so...
Yeah, that is true.
That was the response. I don't remember if it was Niclas or Fox, but this kind of tells you what kind of game we're playing. Like, this is basically very high level, if you ask me.
The most extreme high level.
I agree. And poor Wolfie will be the first cluster victim here. Ooh. Pretty good.
Solid hit, down to 33 health already. And it was very lucky and very decisive watching that previous round. Fox just decimating Niclas and taking his advantage, because that's the one thing you don't want to do, is lose your first turn advantage here. And we finally have a round where there's no MoMA.
Interesting, finally, yeah. After 3 games with Medic leading, which I guess I have to give it to the people that say that, might be the meta, might be the best tactics to use.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a fan, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This is a final, it's not a...
Those Grenadiers are very quickly running out, because I'm not going to spoil the lineups, of course, for the 3rd round, but we're scraping the bottom of the barrel almost, and those paratroopers are going to be vital in this game.
Indeed. And Niclas might get the first sick pig of the game. Let's see.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. We saw it yesterday on Ice Flow, overshooting from Niclas. And
oh my god.
He does it again.
Just as you said that.
Oh, so
it is
unlucky.
very tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the worst when that happens, because it's such a simple shot. The bazooka nudge into the poison, but just too much power. But that should be the first kill of the game. And the fact that it's going to come here for iFox, he's been very direct and very regimented in his approach of knowing which pig to take out first. Like, he will just laser focus down the most dangerous pig on the map, and he's doing it here against the Grenadier. Oh.
And another perfect straight shot.
Yeah, those low angle shots, they're so satisfying, and the fact that he's hit them so consistently throughout this final has been just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, at this point, honestly, I'm much happier to have been out for the playoffs, because I managed to enjoy some very nice plays from every player, but especially, these kind of like shots. I don't need to feel bad about them being so effective, because I'm not playing against them, so I can just be like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, from a nice neutral perspective, it's nice to sit back and enjoy the crazy shots here. And that's some nice doubling up from Niclas. Will he get the double damage? And will he get the drop? Yes, finally gets one guy into the poison.
Exactly. I felt like he wanted a little bit more bunching up between those two things, but still.
He was definitely looking for that double poison, but he will be able to retaliate and hopefully do the same thing here for Niclas's power, if he can nudge him towards that poison water, because there are plenty. And also getting the high ground as well gives him a better shot with the bazooka with 10 seconds remaining. I don't think he fell in there, so yeah, he Again, it is a tough one because
Ooh.
if you conk it right in front of him, there's yet again the chance that he will just go flying over, which he
Oh,
does.
and it does again. Wow.
Ugh.
But
Can't be
you
possible.
could tell that Fox actually undershot that on purpose, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't
Yeah.
enough for the jump to be not enough. But again, yeah.
There's that question of would you prefer high damage or sort of mid damage but with poison?
Exactly.
And speaking of, Niclas is looking to gain an extra turn here because this guy is not low enough to be killed yet. But
Ooh.
that will drop down to 19. Needs to get away. You think he's just about
Just
made it.
enough. And this might be a case where it's so overshot that we'll actually come back in the water. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking there might be a bounce, but 16's not bad. But if Niclas isn't able to... Okay, never mind. It's his
Yeah.
turn, so he can just suicide.
Indeed.
And, okay, interesting. Goes for the TNT, so he's going for the more accurate shot, and I'm guessing is banking on his own pig. If somehow Joey Bob here doesn't fall into the poison, maybe the death of his own sapper will nudge him in the right direction. I don't know. This is a difficult shot here.
Oh,
for
what
Fox.
is he? Oh, he's gonna slide him on the banks? Of the
He's
river?
going over the top to bounce them both in,
Huh.
and it is not enough.
Okay, what?
Opposite side.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, gets the extra damage, no poison, but pretty good still.
yeah, and also no scouts on either team, so there isn't the opportunity for an easy poison gas on those two.
Okay. I mean, we've seen Fox bring 3 sniper boys in one map, so he's kind of out of them right now, but not quite.
Yeah, he banked on the heavy poison
Crazy, yeah.
on those earlier games. Did well, of course, on P-Drag.
P-Drag,
with
yeah.
that triple scout lineup, but today we finally have the double sappers, and well is a perfect map for it.
Indeed.
Oh, speaking of, solid
Nice
50, but no poison.
Yeah, the bouncing pushed him away from the green pool, which is blue on the map, but green on the minimap here.
Yeah, but this double damage is perfect here. And don't forget, like you said, Fab, at the start of this game, if Fox wins this, then he will be the new champion, but
Yeah,
still too early to tell.
exactly. And if like Niclas still has one last chance to snatch the title, he needs to win this, and then we're gonna go to the final game.
Yeah, the 5th and final round will be on Frostfight.
Oh,
Finally falls into the poison water. And that's a big advantage now for Fox.
I don't think I've ever seen Fox be this. What's the term? Energetic? I don't know. Like his plays have been almost clock-like, almost
Yeah, he's been
machine-like.
very disciplined in all of his shots.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the word I was looking for earlier. I
Ah.
need to stop praising people, apparently. I'm sorry, I can't. Just these shots are too good.
Just as Raven says that, I just finished slobbing over Fox game style, but hey,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, we know Niclas is basically like the newbie that surprised everyone. Like his talent is undisputed, so just a
That
little
is
bit.
true. Yeah, we saw it in Grunt League, and we gave him the opportunity in Pro League because we saw the potential of what he can achieve, and indeed in rank up as well. He's just done consistently well throughout all of them.
Yeah, and now look at him. I mean, all things considered, that's a fast career, regardless of how this game goes. But anyway, we still wish for the best player to win.
Indeed. Oh yeah, sorry, he was in rank up, not Grunt League. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot he was only in one. I don't know why my brain automatically thinks he was in both. That's just how good Niclas is sometimes.
We just see him everywhere. No, he was close to joining the GL, but I think he was already, like, he spawned, so to speak, after the GL started. But anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Saying he's perma-banned from Grunt League.
For aggravated war crimes, absolutely.
Yeah. Once again, that number of 20, perfect for scouts, but no poison gas. And poison, 20 on the other paratrooper as well. And that's overshot. Only 26.
Means that he's at 14? Oh, I don't know. Don't remember.
I know, but that's... I don't know. This jetpack has got to be bang on here for Fox to get the kill. I think that's maybe a little bit short. Might be a 19. It is a full 20, so he does get the kill on the para.
Wow.
We can get the solid 60 away in total with another direct hit onto this guy. Oh, 34.
Oh, look at that. Might be... No.
So close.
Yeah, stops right before the...
Yeah, but it's so far... The bar says that Niclas is ahead, technically, but... Yeah, in all honesty, I feel like the momentum is with Fox. But yeah, if you look at the health pools, Lederhouse on 54, yeah, the Para on 20. No one's really looking too healthy right now.
Yeah, Niclas had to do a tough decision. We've seen his thought process. Oh my god, he gets below critical number.
Interesting maneuvers.
But what will this? Oh, he just decides to end it? No.
No, he's just trying to avoid Fox dealing the necessary damage for him to skip a turn.
Oh, and then again, no poison. Oh,
yet another.
He was betting.
Like an anti-field around the poison, just nudging the pigs away. What is going on?
I mean, these shores do seem to be a bit sticky. I'm not sure how to put it in like technical terms, but they do. Yeah.
That is where the big advantage is coming here for Niclas. The 150 Sapper still full health somehow.
Oh yeah, he's been untouched, which means that there might be some big shrapnels coming in late game. We'll see.
If Fox can get the lucky bounce into the poison, because that's angled just enough to the left, he can just slide off here.
Oh my god, look at that.
Good.
Look at that.
And the unlucky spin. My goodness, down to 80 health. 70 now, so that was a solid 80 damage in total.
Exactly.
I don't know, it's still far too close to tell, because I'm pretty sure that Fox also has a pig that is on... But yeah, there's the full health pig. I knew there was one of them, the paratrooper. But can we have an exact... like a mirrored shot here with the TNT and the bounce again?
To be honest, I think it's a bit too far from the water.
I think it has a chance. I think it's again positioned straight enough to get the bounce. Oh, yep, you are right.
Just about, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's tricky with these, with the position.
And that's not a good position for that paratrooper. If he had a bit more time, Fox could have run over and jetpacked him into the poison. You do risk dealing too much damage with that shot, so maybe he will just go for a kill here.
No, Ango, that wasn't a su. It was like a. It's like I'm just questioning
for later.
Yeah, exactly. I'll let Fox have a su moment. Oh,
yeah. Speaking of su, that is a skip turn.
Perfect.
Down to 10 health. And that will be a big advantage. And he has no more jetpacks. So cannot take care of it unless he does something drastic. But
there doesn't seem to be anything that that Niclas can do right now to not skip that.
Yeah.
I guess this is one of the problems of the late maps, like the 4th and 5th map. You just don't have the material pigs wise. Oh, never mind. I have been shut up from Niclas himself. Let's see.
Just when we think all hope is lost, he does manage to remove the skip. The machine gun has come in handy so many times.
Galaxy brain, Niclas.
We always forget about it, and gets the kill on that guy as well. Just the most perfect retaliation.
Glorious. I was like, there is no way you can get the line of sight.
I know. I think we were both resigned to that just not working, but my goodness. Jimov on 21, the other guy on 15, and poisoned. Fox
what is happening? Fox is hitting a mortar, and I think it's enough. No, it's 25, 21. Oh, but I love how slowly Fox has been converting himself to using the bazooka in unconventional ways, not just.
This is insane though, because we're playing this down, but Fox has the huge advantage now because Niclas really needs to get a move on to get the suicide. I think there is a skip here if he can get the jump.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
Niclas knows these. No, that's
Oh.
not the right one. He doesn't have
Oh
enough
no, it
speed.
did look like that. No, this one
And that
again.
feels like it could be game over unless he gets some big damage on this guy right now. No, only 50.
Oh god.
Oh,
I think there is. Oh, I don't want to say it, but I don't think there's
I think
too
that
much.
is game, set, and match.
Oh my god.
As that guy will skip his turn and Iron Fox.
It's just that the pig is too slow to make that jump, says Herb. Like the skip seems to be the right one, but just like the jump, it's.
Yeah, we've got GG's in the chat, and that final head jump means that Iron Fox, before his turn has even finished, is the Hogs of War League Champion of Season 3 2022.
Wow, I am special. Even our poll gave Niclas as a favorite, I think. Oh no, I don't remember how the poll actually went, but yeah, Fox takes the crown finally after I think it's the third league. I mean, from the beginning he was there, right?
Yeah, he's been there since Season 1. He's fought his way through. Was knocked out in Season 1 by me by 3-0. Season 2 also knocked out in the playoffs and makes it through to the final in Season 3 to take it as the underdog. He was throughout this entire season, like I've continued to say, because it's just crazy how he went from second from bottom in 6th place in Group A to make it through to the playoffs, and now here he is, Grunt League champion.
I don't want to use
League champion,
League
Pro
champion.
League champion,
Exactly.
champion of champions.
Wow, what a career! Honestly, it's been. I don't want to be like too stereotypical, but it seems like third time is the charm for Fox. So that was insane. I'm so happy for Fox. I think this is gonna. I hope this is gonna brighten his day, because this is a very well deserved win, and you can tell he put his soul into this. And
yeah, I very much so. I don't follow the Chinese New Year very much, but I feel like this year for us has been the year of the Fox, because he's won ranked up and now he's come along and won the Pro League, but he still hasn't beaten me. So does that mean that I'm the Pro League champion? I don't know. We'll see in the next exhibition matches, which we'll have coming up in future. It's been a wonderful season, and again, a big thank you to everyone who's watched, supported in the chat, in the comments, and everyone behind the scenes. ADB, Fab, of course, AxBy. Just everybody that has commentated, that has hosted, that has helped with the streaming. We could not do it without all of you guys and the support that you show for us, because it's a lot of work. We put a lot of time into it, and yeah, we love it.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you very much, Pin, as well. We know how much work you've been doing behind the scenes, not just for the league, but I mean, you did contribute a lot, and I think you are one of the most liked commentators, the more experienced and stuff. So thank you, and I join you for thanking everyone who has been participating and taking the host, commentator, everything. It's been I think we did all a good job, and it's been a blast. Personally, I think it's been I learned so much, and I had so much fun with this. So
yeah, and when you see how far we've come since Season 1 as well, like I don't like to take the limelight. It's a group effort, and we all contribute in our own way. Even if it's just someone commentating for a single game, that person has helped us in providing us with their voice and their thoughts, and generally just progressing competitive Hogs as we go through. Because now the next exciting thing to look forward to will be, of course, the Grunt League. We'll have
indeed
people registering for that in the coming months, even though we do already have a short list of new players coming in, and of course the new maps as well, which I do have to stress to everybody: get playing, get testing, because I did say when they came out that they were mainly for the rest of the community, for casual, so they're not fully balanced for competitive, but we will be deciding kind of the best 10 to then put into the Grunt League and test going forward.
Oh yeah, exciting stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, plenty to look forward to. I'm going to go to bed now because that game was insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be watching the highlights of it again just tomorrow while eating my breakfast, I think, because that was just a beautiful game of Hogs.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. And we were closing in a high note. I think that was a very nice game and overall a great match. If AxBy, if you want to add something, just let us know. I know you're
Yes,
listening.
of course, I'm gonna jump in and just ask chat for another round of GGs for our player from Finland.
GG
And-
both.
Yeah,
Clap, clap.
claps in chat, and I'm just gonna leave it to the fox of the moment, and just take us away with this final outro done by ADB. So say bye, everybody. See you next season.
Bye.
Here's to season 3. See you in season 4, boys.
See you in season 4.
Bye.